of Eugene Debs and his brother Theodore. Theodore was the real backbone of the operation. He was the one who kept the books, kept the records, kept Gene on his schedule. And when Gene came back to Terre Haute after months and months on the road to essentially relax and recover and rebuild his strength, it was Theodore Debs that gave him the climate and the place to do that. Theodore Debs was an indispensable and largely unrecognized hero of our movement in the sense that without his efforts, the work of Eugene Debs would have been significantly more difficult for Gene to accomplish. So I've now reached a stage in my life where there aren't very many people who are senior to me in any room that I walk into. But I want to say that Denny Cheshier is senior to me in this foundation in a number of respects. Attended his first Debs dinner when Walter Luther received the award in 1968. I got the story, right? It was 10 years later, in 1978, when Reverend Jesse Jackson received the award that I attended my first time. So you got about 10 years seniority on me right there, buddy. No question about that. And when it comes to being a union organizer and a representative of working people, Denny's got a tremendous amount of seniority on me. I don't know if you've had the opportunity to read the material about Denny in your booklet, but he was born in 1942 in Anderson, Indiana, and was elected steward at a store that he went to work for in Anderson, Indiana, in 1956. That means when he was 14 years old, he organized that store and then was elected steward of the workers that he had organized. Now I can see my senior brother on that issue, but that's the kind of craftsman, that's the kind of dedicated servant of working people that Denny has been his entire life. I've known him for many, many years on the board. As others have said, he is a major, major part of the chemistry what has made our foundation the success that it has been. And it's really, Denny, I can't tell you how proud I am to be the one who's going to pass to you this year's Theodore Debs Award. Denny Cheshier.
When you do something for 40 or 50 years, it's hard to just come up and say thanks. You just can't do it, folks. When it's embedded in you, like it is with these guys here, and with a lot of you out there, you just can't do it. You have to get rid of part of it. Brother Bill spoke how long we've known each other, but it's that fight to keep helping little people, to keep helping people that are oppressed, and people that have good paying union jobs that we're trying to steal from. I humbly accept the Theodore Debs Award with honor to my union, the UAW, because if it was not for the UAW, I would not have had the opportunity to come here and learn about Debs and to fall into my career. But one thing the only thing they had to tell me when I came the first time was that a chicken farmer in West Virginia was a supporter of Debs. You know what his name was? Valentine Ruth, the father of Roy, Walter, and Victor. So when I heard that, I knew this guy was dynamite because he had his sons all in that corner. And that's why I took such hold of the foundation. And that's no mistake. I've been here to every one of them since 1968. There was only 2 UAW people that had that honor, and that was Brother Albert Blankenship and myself. When Brother Gittlefinger got the award in 2009, we were both there, and we were the only 2 UAW folks. I must honor my home local union on the 662, especially Dallas Sells, Eugene V, and especially Robert Elkner. We lost Robert Elkner December 14, 2010, and for those that have been active in the foundation for a long time, they know what a big contribution 662 made to the Debs home. For example, we funded the fix-up of the James Whitney Bridal. So we've had a long history, and we're awful proud. And I'm going to try to shorten this a little bit. I want all my UAW brothers and sisters to stand. And we're all here to honor Eugene Debs. There's a guy that's not here tonight, and I must pay homage to him. There's another Klaus here. Bill Klaus, the first draftsman, was originally a UAW guy that was involved in Fort Wayne closing. And he went for harassed me, and I got Bill interested in the foundation. And I can tell you for sure he wanted to be here tonight, but he had duties with his union, and I respect that. To my family, your love, support, and sacrifice allow me to work my labor of love in the Union and Debs Foundation. Thank you. This next person, to my loving wife, you know, it takes a special woman, and there's more than just my wife in here. It takes a special woman to put up for the union man's career. I thank my wife, she believes in what I've done. She didn't always understand. time. And for that, I'm eternally grateful. I'd like to make a special thank you, and Denny up here, we acknowledge the professors and ISU mentioned charter members. And for those people that helped form this foundation, I tip my hat and my love to you for saving such a wonderful place. Because without you, as it's been alluded to, it's been a parking lot. Because they tore it down to build another building. To all the other labor organizations, such as the Building Group and all the other unions, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And to the young people, to you young members of the foundation, it's not interesting. I just talked to one that had an internship at Mother Joe. She's a young girl. How wonderful. She's learned about organized labor. But to the young people, we're getting ready to start the second 50 years in the Eugene Debs Foundation. Now here's some things you're not going to be able to